Alrighty, everybody, this is your boy, My Wand. I'm here with legendary producer, artist, songwriter. If I was to sit here and just list all the things Drumma Boy is capable of, that would be the entire 20-minute fucking interview.
It would. We'll be here for a minute.
We're here with, I want to say, one of the Memphis's finest, right? Tennessee?
Yeah,
right?
Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised.
How often do you get confused as a ATLian?
Very often, man. Everybody think I'm from Atlanta, or be like, man, I could have sworn you was from Atlanta just because of so much production, so many of the artists that I work with.
I 100% would have assumed, because you were very instrumental in my childhood as far as like Jeezy, Gucci, and the early Atlanta, like the 05 Atlanta, 06, 07 Atlanta.
Oh yeah. And then when you do your research and go back a little further, you'll see I came up with Yo Gotti through the Inevitable Entertainment days. That was one of the first artists that I got to work with. Gangsta Boo, 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J, Gangsta Black, Player Fly.
I know, man.
You know what I mean? Just so many underground placements. And coming out of Memphis, I was like really underground until I did a record with Gotti called When You See Me Shout It, Pop Your Collar, Then You Holler, That's What's Up. What up, mama? Hey, what up, drama? And that put me in like a whole different world in the street. So by the time I got to Atlanta, Jeezy was already a fan of what me and Gotti had been doing.
Gotti's also from...
Gotti.
Yeah, my bad. Yo, Gotti. Where's he from? He's
Memphis.
From Memphis too, right?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I wanted to make sure. I don't want to disrespect anybody in Memphis.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of like the pioneers of the trap in Memphis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From the Memphis standpoint, because everybody was on crunk music or 3-6 Mafia or, you know what I mean, whatnot. So even Lil Jon, king of crunk, when I was coming to Atlanta. So the trap was more so a location at the time. It wasn't really a sound. It wasn't a genre. You know what I mean? So I'm one of those founders.
No, you are a founder
of trap. Coming up with Gotti. Before Gucci was out, before Jeezy was out. My first two trap rappers I worked with was Gotti and T.I.
Yeah, you were heavy with T.I. too.
And then we got into Jeezy and Gucci.
Yeah, well, you see, for me, born in 91, when Jeezy dropped Thug Motivation 101, that was one of those albums that kind of like flipped my world upside down.
Yeah.
And you know what, one record, always, when I play that album, the volume goes all the way up and everyone has to shut the fuck up. Standing Ovation.
Oh, yeah. Standing Ovation, a classic, man. You know what I mean? That was the intro on the album, and then we still went platinum.
And you know what's crazy about your production? I looked this up, and you and another producer I talked to have this in common, Zaytoven. You are classically trained.
Oh yeah,
you
absolutely.
Played the clarinet by like 5. I think you
I was
said
playing
you had
clarinet by 5. I started off on a recorder. I was playing piano. My pop was in the orchestra. My mom was in the opera. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like.
And so do you feel like that classical training, I should say, or experience that you had? I think that's what makes you, Zaytoven, and a handful of other producers stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to be 20 years now, right?
Yeah, it's 20, probably 25, you know what I'm saying, for real. I was in this shit
That's
like
a beautiful
12,
thing, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I read this online. I find this hard to be true. I'm going to have you validate this. You did a whole album by 14? You produced an entire album?
Yeah. I did the first group that I worked with out of Memphis. It was a group called The Faculty. So I did their whole project. It was one of my homeboys that I grew up with in the Haven. I'm from Black Haven, South Memphis. So when I had moved to Cordova, you know what I'm saying, I parted ways with a lot of my friends from Black Haven. You know what I mean? So now I'm in majority white, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood, and turned that into a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm in North Memphis.
Okay.
Pretty much. So North Memphis, I bump into Yo Gotti.
Around this time?
Yeah, about 14, 15.
Him for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Your Gotti was like 17. I was 14 when I first met Gotti. And by the time we had our first song together, it was like 15. I was working at Prophet Posse Studio, Fat to Death. So this is one of the guys who found 3-6 Mafia and did a lot of things with 3-6 Mafia, but just, you know what I'm saying, moving around through the barbershops, through the beauty salons, and through the malls. Malls was big. you know,
Oh
at the
yeah,
time
the
coming
90s,
up.
bro, early 2000s,
Yeah.
late 90s.
Like this, the 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, just passing my music out however I could. And then my brother was already in the music industry, so anything that he had popping or recommended, or you know what I'm saying, he was cutting 3 6 Mafia hair. My brother was a barber.
What?
So I was
Drumma
in.
Boy's brother was cutting 3 6 Mafia's hair.
Yeah,
What a
Insane Wayne. He
small
was
world.
chopping. He was cutting her at Nayla Son and Dynasty One. These were like the biggest barbershops in Memphis, off Brooks, off in the Haven. You know what I'm saying? So right next door to Crumpy's. But Juicy J, 3 6 Mafia, come get chopped. Ballin' G. You know, just so many like famous people coming
Yeah.
through. So I'm the little dude sweeping her.
Sweeping her down there.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? And just hustling like, man, you know what I'm saying? Just always wanted to be like my big brother. So, you know, he was a big influence, one of the first people I wanted to be like, walk like, talk like, and just inspired me in so many different ways.
Of course.
Even through my placement with Tila. Like, that's why I was working with so many people who were so much older than me, because my brother 14 years older than me. We was, you know what I'm saying?
That's how you got tapped in.
Tila, like 3-4 generations ahead of me.
Yeah.
Jazzy Faye, 3-4 generations ahead of me. But these was like my brothers because of Insane Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Insane Wayne's your brother, right?
Insane Wayne, my
Shout
big
out
brother,
to
R.I.P.
Insane Wayne,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Insane Wayne, bro. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to ask you, bro, because this is why I found that hard to believe. Production has changed, right? The way producers produce these days in 2021, I can go grab a laptop from upstairs, you know what I mean? Get GarageBand spliced. It's a little bit easier. It's become more accessible.
Yeah.
So that's why I found it not hard to believe. I found it unbelievably like incredible that at 14 in 90s, right? That was like 90, I don't know, somewhere mid, late 90s.
I was born in 83, so when I was 14, that's what?
97.
97.
How was a 14-year-old able, what like equipment were you using? How did you, because there wasn't no
Roland
Fruity Loops.
XP50 was my first keyboard my mama financed for me. And it was crazy. Like, it's when you come from the struggle,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, your mama let you know, I ain't really got this to do it, but I'm put it on finance. You know what I'm
that's-
saying? And she paying $200 a month. So every month I heard that I gotta pay this $200 a month. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I would grind and make sure I'm hitting her with $500 a month. You know what I'm saying? And then I worked up and got my own MPC. And then once I got my own MPC XL, I remember giving my mama the money back for the keyboard.
Wow, and this is all before you're 18. You were probably 15, 16 at the time.
16, so just hustling, just selling bass tapes and just anything that I could do to make sure I could take care of myself and my family.
You were gonna win regardless. I feel like whatever Drumma Boy wanted to be was gonna happen, and thank God it was production.
Yeah. I think it changes the world more with music production. If I would have done
Absolutely.
anything else, I probably would have been a race car driver or something, you know.
It's something like high adrenaline.
Yeah.
Well, Drumma, I got to do this segment of all my interviews. I give every artist I talk to an album from my collection.
Okay.
And I was like, what album am I going to give Drumma Boy? Then when I looked up a lot of, your inspirations, there was someone I wanted to give them their flowers while also gifting you.
Okay.
So Drumma, I got you Scarface's The Fix.
Hey,
I wanted to give this to you.
That's
That was a
hard.
tough one to give up because, that Scarface joint's underrated, man.
That's classic.
And he played a role, at least in inspiring you, right? And you got to
Well, no,
work
I got to
with him
work
early.
with Scarface on the Made album, and I just saw a picture. A fan had just tagged me in a picture of the CD of the Made album. I did a record on there called Never.
Damn, I wish I had that, man.
Never. Never.
That bitch went hard, huh?
That's crazy. Definitely go check out Scarface. And that's again, man, that was my brother, one of my brother homies. And I did some work with Slim Thug. Then I did some work with Gangsta Boo and Bun B on a record I did called Sippin'. What we did with my spree wheel spinning, sipping, syrup, sipping. I had redid that for
I
Gangsta
love
Boo.
seeing your joy and like reminiscing on these moments in your career,
Oh yeah, cause that put me with the OG Bun B. You know what I'm saying? I was able to meet Pimp C. Pimp C brought me out a couple different
rest
shows
in
and whatnot.
peace.
So yeah,
You got
know what
any
I'm saying?
crazy Pimp C stories? Because I hear he is 100% himself, doesn't fuck with anything else.
Man, just seeing him rock down a show, seeing him perform, I think was the biggest secret weapon. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that, you know, a lot of people, they afraid to voice their opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Pimp never held back.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think that's where I kind of get that I don't give a fuck attitude, like bar none. Like, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. If you doing some fuck shit, you doing some lame shit, I'm gonna speak about it. If you my brother, I'm gonna speak to you about it. If you ain't my brother, I'm gonna speak to you about it. If I feel uncomfortable about some shit, I'm gonna speak to you about it.
And that's
you know
how
what I
it
mean?
should be, man. And that's
Yeah.
probably why, because I think as the average fan might not understand what it really takes to hit Billboard and to work with these names.
Oh, yeah.
But then they really don't understand what it takes to last in this game for 20 plus years.
See, but that's the thing. So many people think that, oh, my talent gonna get me to work with a lot of these people. Like, people think my talent got me in a lot of these doors, but really, it was my character. It was my honor, my dignity, my integrity. You know what I mean? Like, even with Jeezy, Jeezy was like, you know what? I fuck with you. Because Jeezy was on the verge of saying, man, fuck you. You sold my beat. Standing Ovation, the original Standing Ovation, I sold that beat to another cat that they got their differences. You see what I'm saying?
Shit.
So, but I told Jeezy, shit, nigga, what you gonna do? Get mad at me? I gave you that beat CD 6 months ago, nigga. You calling me 6 months later crying about a beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
been
he had me hot because he, like, Coach K blowing me up, Jeezy blowing me up, you know what I'm saying? And they had to turn in the album the next day. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting playing Halo. He blowing my phone up. I'm like, shit. I call him back. I don't know what you know what I'm saying? So I call Jeezy back. He like, man, I need this beat. I'm like, play it for me. He played me the beat. I'm like, oh, shit, I sold that. What? You sold it? I like, man, shit, nigga. Give me the acapellas. I have been telling you anyway to give me the acapellas. Every time I see Coach K, I give me some acapellas, because that's how I started making beats off of people acapellas and see if I could do a beat that's better than the original.
Oh, really?
So
You
that was
actually
like one of
doing
my,
that?
oh yeah, I love doing just remaking beats, you know what I'm saying? Let me top it. So I'd be like, man, give me the acapella. So now you in a situation where you gotta give me the acapella.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He took it, gave it to another producer. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? That other producer's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I ain't mad at you for, hey,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Yeah, good luck.
Hey, Jeezy called me like literally 20 minutes later, like, man, you gotta come pick the acapellas up. And at the time, I stayed in Stone Mountain. Probably had about $100 to my name.
Stone Mountain's in Georgia?
Stone Mountain is 45 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Okay.
So that's like whatever the suburbs of here is, like let's Santa Monica, or it's almost like going to Malibu.
Yeah.
You know
From
what I
here,
mean?
you gotta go through all that.
So from here to Malibu,
Ooh, you got
you gotta come pick up some
$100.
acapella, because
no
at the time,
Uber.
Jeezy didn't want nobody to leak his music. He was already going through some stuff with the leaks. So he was like, man, you gotta come pick it up. So I drove all the way down there, put about $20, $30 in the tank, drove down there. I got $70 left.
Of your own money.
Of my own money. Pick up the acapella, take it back to the house. Did one version of Standing Ovation, took it back to him. Jesus like, man, that ain't it, man. Woo. Drive back to Stone Mountain. Do a second version. Pull back up. At this time, it's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Mind you, he turned in his album the next day. You know what I'm saying? So I played the second version for Jeezy. That's closer. What? Like, man, nigga, I'm doing all that back and forth and driving and shit. Like, man, that shit just had me hot. So I was so pissed off. I took the whole Trap or Die. He had just dropped Trap or Die. I popped that bitch in and listened to Trap or Die the whole way home. I sat in the driveway probably another 20 minutes just listening to the whole, making sure I listened to every song on the album. You know what I'm saying? That was on Trap or Die.
To understand
Air
kind
Force
of what,
Ones,
like, he wanted.
just to understand his sound. I think this moment is what really taught me how to study the sound of an artist, of an artist. You know what I'm saying? And
that's important, man.
I found one sound that he had in every beat.
That horn?
Them horns,
that
man.
motherfucking
them
horn.
Fucking
I knew
horns,
it, man.
them trumpet. I was like, yo, this nigga's a horn fanatic. So I got them. That was the first sound that I started on the third beat. remake for Standing Ovation is them. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I took it to Jeezy, and that was literally the first time I seen him say "ha ha" like the ad lib live in person. You know what I'm saying? And we became best friends just off of that. He was like, cause I told him, I was like, bro, this shit like dope. It's like the dope game, man. If you gave somebody a pound of some weed or ounce of coke or whatever the fuck, that shit powder 6 months later, fool. You know what I'm saying? That shit powder the day after.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So the week after, like, you ain't getting that back. That shit dust, capiche. And he was like, you know what? I fuck with you for that. And that he was like, bro, if you come through for me on this Standing Ovation record, we locked in for life. And that's why I've had such a great relationship with Jeezy, because I really delivered for this.
You went back
guy.
and forth 3 times.
Back and forth 3 times, but guess what? They got me my first platinum plaque. That shit wasn't easy. That shit wasn't cause, oh, he got the hardest beats in the street. Oh, he the hardest beat maker. Like, people think just because they got dope beats, they gonna make albums that they wanna make. You gotta earn these people respect, dog. This shit bigger than just, nigga, your beats or your music. It's about who you are as a person and what you willing to do to make your dreams and your success a reality. You see what I'm saying? And I deliver. When people call my name, I put up points. I put up rings. I put up championship rings. I make other players around me better.
You've done this for years.
You know what I'm saying?
Decades now.
We pay the bills in a lot of these labels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the difference. And that's why I was like, just that relationship with Jeezy. And Jeezy and Gucci was like that at the time.
Yeah.
So even Gucci was like, damn, bro, you like this was the biggest trap album coming out of Atlanta. So any nigga talking about dope, street, rap, or any of the dope boy music or trap rap, man, Jeezy was the god.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It reached here. Kendrick.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
On Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City, he alludes to Thug Motivation a handful of times.
Oh, yeah. And it showed people like, damn, okay, out of all the songs on Thug Motivation, Standing Ovation was an intro, and that shit still went platinum.
That's why the album, to me, was so part of the reason why I was so hard on. I don't want to discredit all the other great work on there, but very few albums start that great. And what I mean is, most albums have a traditional intro, someone talking, a little poetry or something.
And see, this Standing Ovation was number 2, so I wasn't even the first song. I think Shawty Red had the very first beat.
I thought yours was the first joint. My bad.
But Standing Ovation was number 2, so it was still an intro.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know what I mean?
Standing Ovation, that shit went, man.
And Jeezy came and called upon me every time after. You know what I mean? White Girl.
What a
Drumma Boy, Flexing, I Put On For My City, Jeezy, Kanye, Lose My Mind. Some of his biggest songs is, you know what I'm saying?
What was it like with the Kanye record with Jeezy? Were you guys all in the room together, or was that one of those moments where Ye was here, Jeezy was here?
I don't know where Ye was at. I just sent beats. Jeezy always hit me like, yo, I need a 5-pack. I need a, you know what I'm saying? Send me that pack, man. Where that pack at, man?
It was the horns again on that one too, right?
Oh, yeah. It was the horns on all of them. Like even, bro, I'm one of the producers that had Jeezy, Rocco, Gucci. I had all of them saying, man. And baby, hey man, everybody, hey Rocco always be like, say man, hey man. You know what I'm saying? They would always imitate me. And you know what I'm saying? And we did the same thing. We got down shit, shawty got down shit.
Yeah, you
got
kind of the slang would rub off on each other.
Yeah, so we would always have fun. Be like, man, what you want to eat today, man? Gucci would just always be so fun because he'll come to the studio. What you want to eat today, man? What we gonna eat today, man?
That's a Memphis thing,
oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because Hustle and Flow, I remember Terrence Howard in that movie there in Tennessee, if I'm correct, Memphis.
Yeah, a lot of people got hit with our flavor through Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, he kept saying, man. He's like,
but he was saying it wrong. He was saying it like a little hillbilly. You know
how are you supposed to say it?
It's man, hey man, say man, shit,
so
man.
You gotta enunciate the second half.
And anybody who spell it other than MANE, they wrong. You wrong. No, it ain't no Y.
We're gonna set this straight
it ain't
right
no
here.
MEIN. It ain't no MAIN. It ain't none of that. It's only one way to spell Maine if you from Memphis, man. Anybody who spell Maine a different way, they let you know they ain't from Memphis, or they just got caught in a brainwash or something else they seen.
That's how I'm gonna test people who say they're from Memphis. I'm gonna say, spell the word Maine.
Oh yeah.
And see what they say.
Hey,
That's a good thing to know, bro, because that movie Hustle and Flow, for me at least, was like after 8 Mile. That was like the next great movie or music movie, you know, or movie about, you know, an artist.
Yeah.
And it's good to know it was authentic because I know it was from Memphis.
Oh yeah, it was that movie was fire. Don't get it twisted. And Terrence Howard, one of my favorite actors. You know what I mean? So he did an amazing job. His pronunciation on that one word was just off.
A little bit off. Yeah. Terrence, we're gonna have to get that fixed.
We told him. Terrence stayed in my building, I heard. So you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you're gonna
so
see him.
We're neighbors out here in LA.
That's gonna be comedy because he's gonna walk in and say, "What's up, man?"
And I see him all the time. I say, "What's up, man?" You know what I'm saying? He say the same thing. Like,
and
he know what's up.
Drumma, man. So you just dropped "Wake Up," right?
Oh yeah, new single "Wake Up" featuring Collision, Lil Got It. We just dropped the lyric video today as well on
Song
YouTube.
Is dope. And what it really made me ponder, just as a man, is you've accomplished so much. You started selling beats at 12, 13, right? 14. Yeah. If I did my research correctly, you were flipping beats for $200 to $500 in high school.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, I'd work a fucking month in high school to make $500. So what I want to ask is, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I mean like I'm honestly intrigued. What's your drive to keep going so hard? Because you have not stopped. You're dropping singles, projects. 2019, you had an album out.
Right. I mean, for me, you know, it's putting a face with a name. You know what I'm saying? And then it is also, you know, making myself that household name without signing to a label or, you know what I mean? If I do a deal with a label, I own my masters, I own my creative control and run everything.
Man. You
so
paid your dues.
You know, I'm on some Russell Simmons shit. You know what I mean? I feel like Drum Squad can be the next Def Jam.
So you know okay? So that's the big drive because I've seen that shift where you're putting yourself and your name and your identity in the forefront much more than in the past.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like Kanye, that frustration when you know you can rap, or you know you an executive, or you know you can make better decisions than a lot of the A&Rs that are in these big positions. I can make a better album than a lot of the A&Rs that's in the labels right now.
I believe it.
No, hands down.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And you know, when you see so many other ethnicities controlling our culture, no disrespect, but this we run this.
Preach, absolutely.
You know
man.
what I mean? Like this something I started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why not let me run my division and put more money on the board for our young brothers, our young artists coming up out of wherever city they at. It don't even matter where you from. It's more so about where you willing to go and the sacrifices that you willing to make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As well as developing your sound with the world. You know what I mean? There's so many different interpretations and you know, expressions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like LA, they talk like this. Baltimore, they talk like that. Florida, they talk. Anywhere I go, it's a piece of culture that you can pull from. And I think that's the missing ingredient. Like everybody just want to make money, but they not tapping into the culture. They not changing the culture. The only label that's really doing that is QC, in my eyes, as far as in the trap world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what's Top Dog?
Yeah, TDE.
TDE. You know, out here in LA.
300 too. They're doing a good
300.
job.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Atlanta to the core of it.
Absolutely. So, you know, you see certain things and it's like, okay, that's me. You know what I mean? The labels want to forget about me. Sometimes the fans want to forget about you. So, okay, let me remind the motherfucker who the fuck I am. Sometimes you got to let a motherfucker know, like.
You know who's never going to forget about you.
Yeah, but sometimes they might not forget about the music, but they don't know my face.
Oh, absolutely. And
you see what I'm saying? So, okay, as soon as I drop Still Can't Believe It, this the first video, bam, Drumma Boy, 1 million views.
But wait,
you know
hold on. Why
Wake Up coming and bam, now labels calling. Now Nike want to do a contract. Now because I'm in front of the camera, but other labels want to. You see what I'm saying?
Are you not worried though? So I've always had this theory that I've always said I want to be known and respected, but I always want to be able to go to Target and not get fucked with. I know it might sound weird, but when I look at the Neptunes, Pharrell, if he goes into a Target anywhere in America, they're gonna know him. People are gonna walk up. He's not gonna be able to go through the aisles.
See,
Chad can probably go to the Midwest.
Yeah.
Shay Haley can go to Target down here in fucking Melrose. No one's gonna recognize Shay Haley. And so I've always thought like I'd want to be like Chad or Shay.
But see, it's a difference. It's like I don't give a fuck about people running up to me. I ain't talking about that type of fame. I'm talking about respect. I'm talking about, oh damn, there go Quincy Jones. When Quincy Jones walked down LA,
Oh, I thought you just saw Quincy, dog.
it ain't
heart drop.
it ain't no
fucking
thousands
heart
and millions
drop.
of people trying to run up on Quincy. They might pull their
Nah,
phones
you're
out.
right.
They might recognize him, but they recognize him with respect.
That's true.
Dignity. You ain't finna just run up on
I saw Quincy at LAX.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, stop. Like, oh my God, this Quincy Jones. All I said was, Mr. Jones, thank you so much for all your work.
Oh yeah. The first time I ever met Quincy was out here. I was out here for Shawty, my first ASCAP award, 2007. And I say, hey Quincy, what's up, man? It's Drumma Boy. He turned around, said, nice to meet you, young man.
Wow.
Gave me his number and invited me to his house.
Oh, you got Quincy's
So
number.
I got, look, I'm toasting. I'm sitting at the.
What do I got to
sitting-
do for that number?
Man, I'm going Quincy's house. He's got this long spiral staircase, and it was a couple other producers from Sweden and different places who had won awards. So he had all of the guys with the ASCAP award around their neck.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing just getting that knowledge, getting that game. But that's that respect that I was like, man, I ain't got to be known by every walking individual, but the right individual.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then now you invited into a whole world. And the more that I've been in front of the camera, you know what I mean? I always looked up to CMG. That's like the one label that I seen Gotti buy himself off of Inevitable Entertainment when he was on TVT. Bought himself out of TVT, bought himself out of Cash Money, changed the label from Inevitable Entertainment to CMG.
Wow.
And then still put many young brothers on with Bread Gang, Moneybag Yo, Black
42.
Youngster, 42.
Yeah.
Even before that, Gotti always been trying to put folks on with Block Burners and V-Slash and De Niro and you know what I mean?
Gotti's one of those. Gotti, I keep saying Gotti for some reason. Gotti's one of those real special individuals in our culture that I think doesn't get as much appreciation until finally now. People are seeing it. With
But that's same as me. Like my
absolutely.
music might have get the appreciation, but now you starting to damn, that's Drumma Boy. Even when I do the hits only tours, people be like, damn, you did photo shoot for Gucci? Damn, you did Round Around on Getting It for 2 Chainz? Damn,
You did Spend It? I didn't even know you did Spend It.
See what I'm saying?
Oh my
Damn,
God.
you did Here I Am for Rick Ross?
Yo, my whole world stopped.